Good evening. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Friday night, and you know what that means. It's time for SciFridays. As always, I'm your host, the Captain, bringing you the best in sci-fi from years gone by. So, I work on this stuff, trying to find stuff that's different, unique. Last week, I brought you Genesis 2. The TV movie that was brought to you by one Gene Roddenberry. Everybody wants to think Gene Roddenberry's a genius, but Gene Roddenberry only had really one successful TV show. Technically two, but one. So, they kept giving him chances to make new shows, and he did the pilot for Genesis 2, which ended up being just a TV movie, one-off, and done. So, not everything everybody puts out is gold. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to do the rundown. SciFridays is brought to you by RU Game, the best comic book, collectible, role-playing, magic, toy, video game, and more store located at 124 North Sunset Drive, Pickle, Ohio, 45356. You can also find us on Facebook at ARE, the letter U, GAME. So, it's RU Game. But we thought the U would be a little different. Actually, it started out as initials. It was supposed to be the letter R, the letter U, Game, like somebody's initials. But we decided to go with RU Game. So, you guys are really liking these shows. I even brought one back because you guys keep asking for it. So, we're going to kick this week off with some Jason of Star Command Season 2. If you guys have not noticed that the Season 2 has changed, it's no longer chapters, it's a full episode. And no more of this 10-minute and then another one, 10 minutes, whatever. So this is Jason of Star Command, Season 2, Episode 2, Frozen in Time. And I know y'all keep poking fun at Scotty and stuff like that, but they got a Grand Admiral Thrawn if you had ordered him from Wish in this episode. So enjoy.
Jason of Star Command.
Shut down from the frost, and our danger has increased. We are now on a collision course with a dwarf star. Hold on, Commander. We'll shut it down.
I just hope we can shut that ray down before it freezes everyone there.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, too close. Here we go. Atmosphere checks.
Professor, we're floating closer to that star. We're going to crash into it if we don't freeze first.
If the rejector shields can be repaired, we may avoid collisions, sir.
How much damage is there?
The key electrode is completely burned out.
Well, there must be an extra one in the emergency supplies.
Should be one in the corridor storage box.
Door won't open. It's frozen.
We're caught in a freeze ray, and we're on a collision course with a star. We're sealed in here like prisoners. Jason's our only hope.
That freeze ray has to be deactivated before Star Command reaches the impact point. Now, that gives us a little less than 2 hours to find it. Problem is, it could be anywhere. So which direction do we take, huh?
I think we should go that way, Jason. Follow the path. The one behind the boulder.
How do you know what's behind there, Sam?
It's as though I've been here before.
Come on.
What's that?
I don't know. Let's take a look. No, wait. Go around the rocks. Keep low.
Stop it! What are you doing? You speak. You know my language.
Where is your companion? You were both observed from the moment you landed here.
Then you don't need answers from me.
You refuse to answer?
I tell you this. Your capturing me was a mistake. You'll regret it.
And you will pay dearly for your stubbornness. You, guard the prisoner. The rest follow the trails. We will find a man.
You looking for me? Come on, boy. Come on. Just thought one bad turn deserved another. Nothing personal, fella. Remind me never to arm wrestle with you.
I feel so weak, Jason.
I wish you could rest, Sam, but we've got to keep going if we're gonna find that freeze ray.
No. Not that way, Jason. I feel we should go there.
Still seem familiar?
I think so. The same feeling as before.
Engine room to control. Come in, please. Urgent.
This is Control. Go ahead.
Commander, has dropped another 10 degrees. Our backup system is frozen solid. It's like working in a deep freeze down here, sir.
I want you to find anything that'll burn. Tables, chairs, desks, anything. Break them up, make a fire out of them. And I'll get back to you.
Yes, sir. And thank you, sir.
Well, Professor, Jason and Sam are out there somewhere. But where? Where?
We found it.
That's it. That's the freeze ray machine.
I've never seen anything like it. It's large enough to freeze an entire planet.
Let's take a closer look. Come on. Sam, back behind the rocks, quick. It felt like a paralysis ray. Sam, if we're gonna shut that thing off, we have to find a way to get past it.
That's not going to be easy. It's not programmed to welcome visitors.
You remember the path that got us here. Can you remember anything else? Like some way to get to the controls?
No, but this whole place looks familiar to me. I know that machine is evil. It's a destroyer that was created by destructive evil beings. Maybe even by my people. Jason, if my people had a part in it, that makes me evil too.
Your people weren't evil, Sam. Even if they were, it doesn't mean you are.
I hope you're right.
Well, Wiki, looks like it's up to you. I want you to get as close to that machine as you can. See what you can find out.
All right, Jason. I'll be back in a flash.
Wiki! Wiki, you all right?
Oh, my circuits don't feel too good.
The professor will take care of you as soon as you get back. What did you find out?
The machine has no outside controls, but there is an entrance at the back.
An entrance at the back. That's it. That's how we're gonna get to the controls.
What about the paralysis rays? You'll never get past them.
That's right, I'll crawl under them.
It's too dangerous, Jason.
It's not as dangerous as the position Star Command's in. Cross your fingers.
Jason! Jason, are you all right?
I guess so.
Can you move?
Now that you're standing in front of me, a little. Sam, you're blocking the ray. That's why I can move.
It doesn't affect me. I wonder why.
We'll figure that out later. Let's get out of here.
Hold right where you are. Did you think you were smart enough to outsmart me? Even though I am in my dragon ship, I have eyes everywhere.
Dragos, I'd hoped it was you.
Hoped it was me. Who are you? What do you want here?
I am Samantha.
The name is not familiar to me.
I'm an ally. This is Jason of Star Command. He's my prisoner.
Can you prove that you are an ally?
You saw the proof. Your paralysis ray had no effect on her.
It is true. And only my allies are immune to the ray. But the planetoid is a force weapons base. What is your business here?
I came to deliver my prisoner.
Why did you not deliver your prisoner to Tehor? He is the chief of the planetoid.
Why should I deal with a chief when Dragos is an emperor?
Very well. You and your prisoner may enter the command quarters to be further identified. But if your identity proves to be false, you shall pay severely.
Enter, intruders!
Ready, and push! Push! It's no use. Just frozen as ever.
Somehow we have to unfreeze it. I've got it! We'll defrost it with an electrical short. Okay, stand back.
And Tehor is Dragos' most powerful ally. I have full control of this great ray machine.
Sure you do. And Dragos has full control of you. He talks, you jump.
Silence, prisoner! I do not believe you are an ally. Identify yourself further. What is your planet?
I am not permitted to reveal it. I'm on a secret mission for my people.
What is your species?
I'm a Capillos. We dwell near the lakes of my planet.
Fool! Did he think I would not see him?
Is he hurt?
No. Only unconscious. Dragos does not want him injured. He has other plans for him.
He is a dangerous criminal. Keep him closely guarded.
That is good advice. Perhaps you are indeed an ally.
And I can see that you are indeed a fine chief.
Okay, stand back, everybody. Stand back. Okay, keep your fingers crossed. Here we go. It worked, Commander! This is the only electrode left. Hope I can get it into place. My fingers are so cold. Ah!
Hi there.
Well, hello. I've been expecting you.
You mean to tell me you didn't believe that terrific act I put on for Dragos?
Not a word. But you were great.
I was even better when I sneaked this from the guard box.
Well, I'll bet you were.
Let's get you out of here before somebody misses it.
Good idea. All right, which way to the control room?
That way. But so are the guards.
Let's go. stand guard while I deactivate this thing. Go ahead.
Hey, it's warming up. Good old Jason, he did it, Commander.
So it seems. Test the controls, Professor.
Yes, sir. The controls, they're working. They're working.
So they are.
Where are we? The entrance should be there.
We can try down there.
Come on, Sam.
Hey, enter! I have been waiting for you.
Star Command to Jason. Star Command to Jason. Come in, Jason. Come in. I can't make any contact, sir. There's some kind of interference.
Keep trying, Professor Parsifal.
Star Command calling Jason. Star Command calling Jason. Come in, Jason.
Jason, you and the woman called Samantha have cost me dearly, and you shall both pay for it.
They will, Master. I promise. They will work in the mud mines forever. They shall never again see the surface light.
See that they do not. It pleases me to think of Jason working in the darkness for an eternity. How does that sound to you, Jason?
Jason was instructed to report in when he carried out his mission.
Well, maybe he's in some kind of trouble.
Or ignoring instructions. Nevertheless, we'll proceed to the planetoid as agreed. Set a course.
Yes, sir. I don't think he's ignoring our instructions, sir. I think he needs us.
Sorry I got you into this, Sam. We could be here for quite a while.
Even if we never escaped, I'm glad I helped you, Jason. At least I proved to myself that I am not evil, and neither are my people.
I'll tell you one thing, Sam. I couldn't be enslaved in better company.
Star Command calling Jason. Come in, Jason. Come in.
Kid, help! Time for a balanced breakfast with Cheerios.
You got to go with Cheerios, and the Cheerios that help you grow. Even your Cheerios.
Why I Like Showbiz Pizza by Jennifer Marie Adams. Showbiz is where kids of all ages can have fun with rides, games, shows, and pizza. If you're a kid, I highly recommend you go. You could even bring your little brother.
You got it right, it's time for fun. And Showbiz Pizza gives her #1. You can dance, you can play, you can do it your way. Showbiz Pizza, where
The Adventures in the Age of Undreamed of Robert E. Howard's Conan. They put that weird. It's The Adventures in an Age Undreamed of Conan. And but the funny part about it is they release a Conan book that is not the main book. But that's the core book for the 2D20 system for Morpheus games. I need to really sit down. I have a bunch of the games. Never played that game yet. Because the captain does not have time to play games. And the captain, I had to take some time off this week. That's why we did not have a group therapy TV on Monday this week. A lot going on for the captain. He needed a break. Not gonna lie. Just needed a break. So, we're going to continue. I hope you guys like Jason. We're going to continue with some Mark II. Like I said, nothing cooler than a chimpanzee with a jetpack that talks and cooks dinner. Just would not trust a chimpanzee with a knife. At all. At all. I mean, it's a chimpanzee. That's what I'm saying. So, this is Arc 2, Episode 9, The Wild Boy. Enjoy.
For years, Earth was fertile and rich. Then pollution and waste began to take their toll. Civilization fell into ruin. This is the world of the 25th century. Only a handful of scientists remain, men who have vowed to rebuild what has been destroyed. This is their achievement. Arc 2, a mobile storehouse of scientific knowledge, manned by a highly trained crew of young people. Their mission? To bring the hope of a new future to mankind.
Arc 2 log, entry number 1. I, Jonah, Ruth, Samuel, and Adam are fully aware of the dangers we face as we venture into unknown, maybe even hostile areas. But we're determined to bring the promise of a new civilization to our people and our planet. Arc 2 log, entry 207. We continue to search for samples of rare minerals buried beneath the Earth's crust. Today's geophysical exploration will take place in Sector 14, Area 31.
Adam, I don't speak chimpanzee. Say it in English.
Somebody watch us.
I don't see anything.
Okay, Sam, let's go.
Death cylinder on. Ready when you are, Jonah. Jonah, do you read me?
I read you, Ruth.
Have you started your descent?
On my way. Mark?
I mark you at 20 meters below Earth's surface, Jonah.
20 meters.
Got anything?
Shiny stuff. Never seen it before.
Sam says we'll need 10 pounds minimum for testing.
Got it.
Standing by to pull you up.
All the way. Ruth! Sam, what happened? What's going on?
What was that?
Looks like a wild man.
Oh, no, Jonah. Jonah, are you all right?
Perfect. What happened?
Tell you when you're up here. Sure you're all right?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'll take this. When I tell you he was weird looking.
Did he attack you?
He scared us so much we couldn't tell what he was trying to do.
Well, let's go inside. Here are your samples. You'll want to run some tests and make a report.
Hear something.
Is he coming back?
Other people.
Welcome. We're here in peace. My name is Jonah. This is Ruth. We're scientists.
My name is Simone. I'm hunting for a wild boy. Have you seen him?
He was here. He ran away.
To where?
We don't know.
Let me give you a warning. He is dangerous. Every year, he is more of a threat to us.
Why? What does he do?
He raids our storehouse and steals food.
Maybe he's hungry. Have you ever tried being kind to him?
We are going to put him in a cage and take him out to the great desert.
Thanks for the warning. Careful.
We're friends. We won't hurt you. Do you understand me? My name is Ruth. Ruth. What is your name?
Jonah. Jonah.
I'm Samuel. You can call me Sam if it's easier.
What is your name? You. Name.
Say.
Isaiah.
Say.
Isaiah. Is that your name? Isaiah?
Isaiah.
Come on, Isaiah. Come on. I think you could use a good meal under your belt.
Oh.
Now, this is control to the kitchen. What do we have today?
Fresh baked bread, cheese, fruit.
That's fine. Now you'll have to wait a couple seconds. Off. On.
Hey, you're doing okay, Isaiah.
On. Off. On. Off.
The wild boy is near. His tracks lead to your machine.
Yes. He's right inside.
You've captured him.
No, he came willingly.
Are you mad that you treat him as though he is human?
Understand? Now, this is a spectroscope. Show you how it works.
No! No! No!
Capture him!
Isaiah! We're friends!
I warned you that he is dangerous, but you would not listen. We will make sure that he does not escape this time.
Okay, let's move it up.
No power. Something's wrong.
Samuel, I'm not getting any power.
I know. Those rocks must have caused the short. Electron tensifire's gone bluey.
Can you fix it fast?
I know in a couple of seconds. It's gonna take time, Jonah.
We haven't got time.
We've got to find Isaiah.
Okay, I'll see if I can locate him. You guys do what you can, then catch up with me.
Don't worry, Skipper. I'm on top of it.
Bruce, give me a hand with the jet jump.
Good. You, more leaves over there. Good. More dirt there. Take the horses and hide. Good. The rest of you, come with me.
Stand clear.
Jonah calling R2. Come in, R2.
I read you, Jonah. Go ahead.
Isaiah's in a lot of trouble, Ruth. I'm gonna need your help.
Oh?
Ruth, did you hear what I said?
Sure, Jonah. I guess I'm just tired. Maybe not getting enough sleep.
Well, hang in there. I want you to get in the roamer and meet me here. I'm in a canyon, 2 kilometers due south of you.
On my way.
Oh, and Samuel.
Yes, Jonah?
I want to prepare a little surprise for Simone and her people. You remember your celestial mechanics?
I think so.
Okay. Now, activate full positron density on the force field. Now, connect that to 3 terrestrial relays. Keep your hand on the positron relay switch. But don't move that switch until I tell you. You see what I'm getting at?
Sure do. The effect's gonna be fantastic.
Just what I need. Get ready.
Ready.
Stop! Don't move! Get the ropes. Give up. There is no escape. You had a chance with your friends in the big machine. But all you proved is that you are wild. Simone's people can tame you.
Okay, Samuel. Hit that switch. Samuel, what's going on?
What's going on?
Oh, nothing, Jonah.
Whatever it is, hit the switch.
Oh.
Hit it now!
No! Stay together! There is no danger! There's nothing to fear! Come back!
Samuel, you're a terrific sky mechanic, but Simone won't give up.
It's fixed. Finally. You tired, Adam? Me too. Wish I could get some sleep. I feel kinda weak. Funny rocks. Haven't even run tests on them yet. Jonah said to catch up with him when I was finished. So I better not fall asleep. Gotta help find Isaiah. Can't let Simone catch him. No, sir. Tired. Gotta drive the Ark. Gotta find Jonah and Ruth. Hardly turn the wheel.
Isaiah, over here. Get in, hurry.
Watch it! He'll throw it at you!
No! No! No good!
He can speak.
The ore samples. That's what you were trying to tell us. Rock, bad.
Those rocks must radiate something, and it destroys the oxygen in the air.
Samuel, stop the Ark.
It's okay, Jonah. I'm coming to help you. Don't worry.
Isaiah's all right. We've got him. Stop the Ark. What's wrong with him? He won't listen to me. Come on.
Is Adam okay? Isaiah!
How anything so pretty could be so deadly.
Oh, Rock's bad. Cave, bad place. My mother, father, gone.
That's why you chased us when we went near there. And we tried to put you in a cage when you came to us for food. I'm sorry, Isaiah.
The rocks must give off a deadly gas when exposed to the Earth's atmosphere. Once it was inside the Ark, the gas used up all the oxygen.
That's what made us weak and dizzy.
There's only one thing left for us to do. There'll be no more trouble from that cave, Isaiah.
And no more trouble from us. Our village welcomes you. Come and live with my family.
We'll be back to visit you someday.
Friends?
Friends.
Good. Friends.
Friends.
Good. Friends.
Friends. Arc 2 log, entry 208. Simone and her people learned that trust and affection can accomplish more than fear and misunderstanding. We learned something too. That although we are scientists and are highly trained, we can still learn things from someone who hasn't had all of our advantages.
Who gives you raging arcade gameplay, the most authentic sports games, and access to the internet all on your TV? Play games, surf the net, only on Sega Saturn. Taco Bell introduces fajita wraps, a different taste from a whole new place.
Cut it up, spice it up, grill it up, wrap it up, mix it up, fire it up, fill it up, tear it up, wrap it up.
Sink your teeth into Taco Bell fajita wraps. Marinated grilled steak or chicken and roasted fresh veggies, all wrapped up and ready to rumba.
There's nothing ordinary about it. Wrap it up.
Hey, I hope you like it. Still liking Arc 2. And I think the funny thing about it is the wild boy, the wild children tropes. Man, I went to a lot of sci-fi back in the day. I mean, did Arc 2, did Star Trek. It even did freaking Gilligan's Island. They love that trope of like the wild children, the feral children. So I don't know why, but it seems to be a staple in sci-fi. As I am I love me some A Boy and His Dog. Yet again, Harlan Ellison. The movie's good, but the book's so much better. And then they did a comic book of it, and it was really good too. So we're gonna keep trucking. We're gonna keep, since I'm the captain, we're gonna keep this boat on a course for some more Captain Power. Man, we're getting close to the end on Captain Power, so I'm just gonna run this one out. This is Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future, episode 20. This is New World Order, and this is part 2, Land Shall Burn. Enjoy.
Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future. Earth 2147. The legacy of the Metal Wars, when man fought machine and machines won. Biodreads, monstrous creations that hunt down human survivors and digitize them. Volcania, center of the Biodread Empire, stronghold and fortress of Lord Dread, feared ruler of this new order. But from the fires of the Metal Wars arose a new breed of warrior, born and trained to bring down Lord Dread and his Biodread Empire. They were soldiers of the future, mankind's last hope. Their leader, Captain Jonathan Power, master of the incredible power suits which transform each soldier into a one-man attack force. Major Matthew Hawk Masterson, fighter in the sky. Lieutenant Michael Tank Ellis, ground assault unit. Sergeant Robert Scout Baker, espionage and communication. And Corporal Jennifer, pilot chase, tactical systems expert. Together they form the most powerful fighting force in Earth's history. Their creed, to protect all life. Their promise, to end Lord Dread's rule. Their name, Captain Power and the Soldiers of the Future.
Scan, my man. Database Journal 4711 Mark 26. Captain recording. That's Project New Order, all right. Latest.
Suborbital space platform, armed with long-range digitizer, now in position above Earth.
You'll only get one shot. Make it good. Let's hit him. We've beaten Phase 3 of Project New Order. But Phase 4, the Prometheus program, is already underway.
Just a few more seconds. Let's go. Come on. Yes!
The only way to stop it is to breach Volcano itself. Fortunately, we've given ourselves an edge. Blow it.
Impact with Volcania in 20.6 minutes. Activate all deflector shields. Damage control units stand by.
Overmind. Give shield priority to Prometheus sections.
Acknowledged.
Sauron? Sauron, do you hear me?
I am here, my lord.
Volcania is threatened. Come at once.
Yes, my lord.
Our little gift's right on target, Captain. Should hit in about 8 minutes. How's it coming, pilot?
Taking a pretty bad beating, Captain. You should have it up and ready in a few minutes, though.
It's gonna be tight, John.
If we're lucky, the platform will do the work for us.
You don't suppose there's any way Dredd could stop it, huh?
200 tons of smoking metal.
Target in sight, my lord.
Stop it. It attacks the home of the machine. Your home.
I will not fail, my lord.
Unit Sauron dysfunctional. Regeneration time uncertain. Icarus platform to impact in 3.8 seconds.
Do something.
Mentor, status on Prometheus beam.
Scanning. Prometheus beam still active.
He must have shielded it.
Looks like we'll be visiting Vulcania after all.
All right. Take us in, pilot. Maximum burn.
I live to serve. 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 Thank you.
Overmind. Report.
Auxiliary banks down. Binary circuits online but unstable.
And the Prometheus program?
Operational. Resolution in 21 minutes. Red. I hurt.
Looks like hell, Captain.
It is.
There's a landing pad on your left. Set it down there, pilot.
Check.
Ready?
Warning, power level in danger zone, 15% of maximum. Possible system disruption. Recharge immediately.
Hawk? I'm okay. I just took a few dents in that last tussle with Sauron. I'm still over 50%.
Don't worry about Hawk, Captain. He'll be standing behind me like he always does.
Just make sure you don't fall on me, like you always do.
Better holocam the ship, Scout. You don't want any dreadheads finding it. All right. Now, once inside, you stay sharp and you keep moving. We don't have a lot of time, so no stops, no matter what happens. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do it.
Tin cans everywhere, Captain. Moving towards us? No, just moving.
The explosion probably fouled up the systems. But there's still trashes that were spotted.
Tank, cover us! Okay.
I haven't had so much fun since my birthday party.
Your birthday party was noisier.
Okay, Scout. Access the schematics.
Got it.
Okay, the main corridor is here. If we can reach that, it'll lead us straight to Dredd's command center. Here.
Opposition?
It's hard to say. The security systems have been badly damaged, but even a malfunctioning one's going to give us trouble.
And the Prometheus signal?
Coming from deep within Overmind's primary banks. Could be controlled by Dredd himself.
Company. Captain Power! All units, attack! Hawk, he's yours!
Tank, clear me a lane.
Spare.
Frank!
My lord is injured. I should attend him.
Attend to your work.
I live to serve, my lord.
Over here, Gerber to Lord Dredd, Captain Power and his team. They're here.
He dares. Blaster!
My lord?
He is here, Blaster. The one who has injured the machine, the one who defies me again and again. Captain Power. Yes, my warlord. Go find him and all who serve him, and when you do, destroy them.
Moving towards Delta Corridor.
Break contact, or I'll disconnect you permanently.
Warning, total system failure.
I guess my seat monitor malfunctioned.
Take it easy.
Scout Medipack.
No stops, Captain. Remember, there's a lot of people's lives on the line.
Tank, can you get him back to the ship?
I'd like to see anyone try and stop me.
Oh, John, you need Tank's firepower.
Take good care of him. Let's go.
Go with him, you jerk. I'll get back somehow.
Do me a favor, Matt. Shut up.
Captain, I could swear they're hanging back. Scan ahead. No troopers. All right, we don't have much choice. Let's go, but keep it sharp.
At least I won't miss all the fun.
Blast door! Laser, spread fire! Pilot, get that door open!
Just like the good old days, hey, buddy? Except I used to be carrying you.
Dream on, Macduff.
Troopers moving this way.
Okay, got it. An interrogation room. Hasn't changed a bit.
Which way?
There.
Welcome, Power. It is the order of Lord Dredd that you die.
Assault packs.
It's useless, organic. Prepare to die.
Fall back! This door won't hold him long, Captain. Pilot, can you cut into these wall circuits?
Yeah, cherry pie. What's the plan?
Hey, junk pile! You and us. If you've got the guts. I sure hope this works. Me too.
You shall hurt the machine no more.
Get down, y'all! Yeah, blow that one up real good.
Rest in pieces.
Yes, overmind.
Blastar dysfunctional. Captain power in central command area.
And Prometheus, how long?
Resolution in 6.3 minutes.
Then he shall see the land burn, even as he dies.
All right, let's go!
All right, our priority is Prometheus. If you can get a shot at Dredd, take it.
You're through, Taggart. You and your whole ugly new order. Scout.
You come far, boy. Too far. All is as it should be, Captain. Just you and I alone, while Prometheus raises the land for the new order.
That's right, Taggart. Just you and me. What do you say we finish it?
I am not Taggart. I am Dredd.
Time to pay.
Not yet.
You always make the same mistake, Dredd. You underestimate the human spirit.
Warning. Manual override codes entered into advance. All programs now on manual. What have you done?
Do we go after him, Captain?
No time. The Council. Please. Pilot. You okay?
I'm in. Now to increase power signal. If Mentor is right, this should cause premature implosion.
That's it. That's it. Pour it on.
I hate to break up the party, we still have to get out of here.
Relax. With that override code, we're in complete control.
What is it?
Overmind. It's trying to find the override circuit, and it's closing down everything else to do it.
Let's get out of here. you doing?
A bit better.
Sure. Now that you have got the perfect excuse for gold breaking.
You used to be a nice guy.
Congratulations, Captain. My data indicates complete success.
Thank you, Mentor. Prepare for database journal entry.
Ready?
Database journal 4711, Mark 26, Captain reporting. My team and I are headed for home. Thanks to them and the other forces of human resistance, Project New Order is finished. It's our first major victory.
This is Captain Power. I'm closing in on Dredd.
Watch for base stations.
Visibility down. Going to scanning systems.
Activated. Check energy levels. Check power levels.
We took a few hits, but we've still got plenty of power.
Energy systems full.
Hold on. I'm gonna blow this baby.
Toys R Us. Come to the store if it's number one. Toys R Us. Come to the store if it's lots of fun. Toys R Us. The world's biggest toy stores. Toys R Us. Toys R Us. Whoa, the biggest selection. Toys R Us. Shopping for toys. Shop for Toys R Us.
Ronald McDonald really can shine.
Oh boy, I better put this away.
But for hamburgers and fries, he'll come down anytime.
Coming down was fun, but look what's coming up.
It's the Ronald McDonald 1981 coloring calendar. Now you can have fun coloring bears green, learn fun animal facts, even make a mobile. It's all at participating McDonald's.
Get a 1981 Ronald McDonald coloring calendar for 25 cents while supplies last.
Morpheus Games, produced in Lithuania. The Dune, The Adventures in the Imperium. 2D20. So technically, the Conan and Dune books are compatible. Gotta use the 2D20 system. Again, another book I own multiple books of and do not have time to play. Captain really needs to take some Friday and start playing. Maybe if I do it twice a month, maybe I can do it that way. Something like it. Get home from the shop, eat dinner, play, do some gaming. Miss it. Miss it so much. You know, the best part about it is that I have some generic books. I can do a Captain Power and a Soldiers of the Future adventure. And, you know, maybe I could do that. I don't know. But this was episode 20. There's only 2 episodes left, and it's a 2-parter. But I'm going to get you guys know. I am going to take next week off from SciFridays. Give you a heads up now, because I'm working on the 2-year anniversary episode of Saturday Morning Serials. So we're going to put SciFridays on the back burner for a week. Work on some Saturday morning serials, so I apologize. So, we talked about this at the beginning of the episode, and I hope you liked it. The TV movies, the one-off pilots. And we're going to do another one from yet another famous creator who had a massively long show and a decent reboot at one point. That is Dan Curtis from Dark Shadows. He had Dark Shadows. He had brought back Dark Shadows in the 90s. Dark Shadows is still wildly popular, but he did some made-for-TV pilots that did not take off, and this is one of them. This is the Norliss tapes. This was a TV movie. Was a pilot that, like I said, didn't get picked up, so they just released it as a made-for-TV movie. So it is awkward, I'm not gonna lie. So just enjoy. This is Norliss Tapes, the TV movie. Enjoy.
Good morning, Mr. Evans.
Monday morning is never good. Anything important?
David Norliss on 3.
Hello, David. Been a while. How's the book coming?
Sanford, I've got to talk to you.
I know. You want to tell me that it's only half written. We're going to have to delay our...
Half written? Hell, I don't have a word on paper.
It's been almost a year.
I know how long it's been, Sanford. But I can't write it. I'm afraid to write it.
You're not making sense. We gave you a sizable advance to write a book debunking the supernatural, which was your idea, not ours. And now you tell me, a year later, you haven't even started it.
I'm into the book. Deep into it. But, it's on tapes. A series of tapes. When you hear them, you'll understand.
What will I understand?
How far I've gone. How dangerous this whole thing is. Sanford, I have to talk to you.
David, you sound very strange. You all right? David, are you all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, what about the carnelian room for lunch tomorrow?
It's no good. I have to see you now.
Monday, Dave. You know what Monday's all right. Why not tomorrow?
Tomorrow might be too late.
Do you wish to order now, sir?
No, just bring me a phone.
That was a week ago. He never showed for lunch, never phoned to explain why, and I haven't been able to contact him since.
You should be used to eccentric riders by now, and in my opinion, David Norlis is just a bit more eccentric than most. And I'll never get over this view.
There is something wrong. I wish you'd check this thing out. Find out where he is.
Sanford, I'm his lawyer, not his nursemaid. Please. All right, I'll look into it. I still say you're making too much of a broken lunch date. Sanford.
Oh, good. I was hoping I'd see you.
Yeah, glad I ran into you. Have you got time to catch the cable with me?
Where are you going?
I'm going up to the club.
All right, fine. We'll have a drink.
Good, yeah.
Been terribly worried.
I tried to phone you earlier.
Well, I was in a publisher's meeting. Tied up the whole bloody afternoon.
Sanford, I'm sorry. I didn't take you very seriously in the meeting the other day.
Well,
I just thought you were making much too much of it.
I hope you have something. What'd you find out?
Nobody knows where David is. Nobody's seen him. He's just gone.
Are you sure?
We checked every possible source. Everything conceivable.
It seems incredible.
David?
Notes for introduction. Today is Thursday, September 25th. And I might as well get started with this thing. Get the book rolling with what I've got so far.
God knows it isn't taking the direction I assumed it would. This whole thing began when my natural writer's curiosity was aroused by an article I'd read in a weekly periodical. The article was concerned with the commercial aspects of spiritualism and the occult. My original idea was to expose the phonies who were bilking millions of dollars each year out of their gullible victims. To go after the fake mediums, phony astrologers, the self-proclaimed seers, and trick mystics. I was successful at this for some time. The floating face, which was a dummy's head on a wire, the ghost of a woman's son, who turned out to be the medium's own kid in a weird getup, the fortune teller whose life images in a crystal ball were supplied by a hidden film projector. But then I got into this business with Ellen Court. I'd better try to get this down exactly the way it happened. Ellen Stern's Court was recently widowed. Her late husband, James Raymond Court, was a successful sculptor from a well-to-do family. He worked from a studio on the grounds of his estate in Carmel. When he married, he brought Ellen there to live. The night before she came to see me, she had undergone a very bizarre and frightening experience. Shortly after midnight, she was awakened from a sound sleep by the barking of her dog, Raleigh.
What is it, Raleigh? What's the matter, boy? Somebody out there? Show me what you want. Okay. Easy, easy, boy, easy.
The following night, Mrs. Court came to see me. Actually, her sister, Marcia Stearns, an acquaintance of mine, had set up the meeting. Marcia knew about my work in the supernatural. When Ellen called her about the incident, Marcia had Ellen contact me.
And the police found only the body of my dog, Raleigh. His neck snapped, ribs broken. They analyzed the bloodstains on the floor, and they were his. All his.
Are you sure you hit the man when you fired the shotgun?
I'm telling you, I hit him.
Well, think about it. You were upset. You saw your dog killed. You could have missed.
I've handled guns before. He was right in front of me in my direct line of fire. The charges hit him, smashed him backward, and that's when I ran.
But when the police arrived, there wasn't a trace of him.
No, he was gone. And when I told them who it was, they wouldn't believe me. Now that's why I've come to you.
Well, Mrs. Court, why wouldn't the police believe you?
Because the man I shot was already dead. It was Jim. My dead husband, James Court.
Ellen Court seemed convinced that she had encountered the risen form of her recently entombed husband. I asked her to describe the circumstances surrounding Court's death.
Jim had been feeling very bad. We didn't know why, and our family doctor suggested that he undergo a series of tests at the Fraser Clinic. That's when we discovered he was suffering from a terminal disease of the brain called Pick's disease.
I've heard of it.
There's no cure, there was no treatment, and I don't know, Jim just seemed to change almost overnight. He was confined to a wheelchair, would no longer work. He even had me board up his studio. He wouldn't even talk about his work.
Was he at all involved with the supernatural?
Yes, he was. And it started just before his death.
Well, tell me about that.
I'd arranged an exhibit of Jim's sculptures at the Langdon Gallery. And he met a woman there named Madame Jekyll. She owns an antique shop here in San Francisco, and part of her business involves the occult.
In what way?
She deals with objects that are supposed to have occult powers. She even claims to cure the sick, and Jim believed her.
No doubt asked him for a lot of money, too.
No, she didn't. As far as I know, Jim never gave her a penny, not even for that ring.
What ring?
An Egyptian scarab. Something to do with the god Osiris.
Osiris is an Egyptian god involved with the doctrine of immortality.
Yes. The ring was part of an agreement he made with her.
Use the word agreement. What kind of agreement did they have?
I wish I could tell you. I can't. All I know is Jim accepted that ring in return for some kind of promise. He refused to discuss it.
Where's the ring now? Do you know where it is?
Yes. It's in his coffin.
His coffin?
Jim even specified that he was to be buried with that ring. That it be kept on his hand.
And his body is in the crypt in the grounds of the estate.
That's where his body should be. But after what I saw last night, I don't know anymore.
The next afternoon, I had lunch with Marcia, who was taking a flight to New York. She was quite worried about her sister.
But you know I'm not easy to panic. And when Ellen phoned me, I knew she was desperate. I suggested she talk to you. Actually, we haven't been close for over 3 years since she married that James Court.
Why, did you get along with Court?
No, I didn't. And when Ellen married him, it affected our relationship. We just haven't seen very much of each other. And now when she really needs me, I can't be here.
How long do you have to be in New York?
Well, only a few days. But I felt that we should talk before I left. It's important. If she says that she saw James alive, well, then somehow
Sure. If I didn't believe she was telling me the truth, as she knows it, I wouldn't be here.
I know, but it's just all so fantastic. I mean, how could such a thing be possible?
I don't know. But we're certainly going to try to find out.
However, before I was able to contact Ellen again, another bizarre incident occurred. That night in Carmel, a salesgirl was closing her shop for the day. Millie Parks, pretty, blonde, in her early 20s, was tired after a full day's work. She was anxious to close up, get into her car, and drive the 6 miles to her home, a small one-story beach house on the ocean near Big Sur.
would have seen it. I was so tired I was almost asleep at the wheel. If that other rig hadn't come along in the opposite direction and given me a blast, I might never have seen it.
It's unbelievable.
Sheriff, huh? I suppose you want to talk to me about it. No? All right.
Get a blanket over that fast. Hey, come here. I want to talk to you over here. Gene, Mike, get these spectators out of here. Come here. Is that the way you found her?
Yeah. But I ain't seen nobody ever look like that after no car crash, Sheriff. She was like
Never mind what she was. You just keep shut on that part of it. Anybody ask you, you just found her dead in the car.
Sheriff, nobody looked like that.
I just got through telling you, I don't want any more talk about this at all. Now, is that clear?
Yeah, it's clear. But let me ask you something. How am I going to forget the color of that face?
Help him get on his way, will you, Charlie? Charlie. I'm putting a lid on this one. Nobody talks to anybody about the condition of the deceased. Give me the mic. Sheriff Hartley, we have a 946. Let me talk to the coroner. You know where I am if you need me. Oh, can't you ever be on time?
What are you looking so sour about?
What do you think? You know, every time I manage to steal an afternoon, up come the rain clouds.
Don't know what you're crying about. It doesn't look so bad to me.
Well, if I came from Chicago, it wouldn't look so bad to me either. Hey, what about the autopsy report?
I didn't get it yet. Oh, might be ready now. Why don't I call the office and find out?
What is
It's going to take a couple of minutes. Why don't you go get changed?
Oh.
You're not playing those.
Oh, you're funny. I'll meet you in the first tee. What'd you get, Sid?
Extraordinary case. I've never heard of anything like this in my life. Even when I was a lab assistant in Chicago, we never had a case
Chicago.
like this.
What about this girl?
The cause of death was strangulation. But from the depth of the indentation marks in her neck, it seems that the murderer must have possessed exceptional strength.
I know she was strangled. What I want to find out is what else was done to her.
All right, that's the extraordinary part. The sallow skin cast and the collapsed sac-like appearance of the body was a direct result of a total evacuation of all the main arteries.
Oh, Sid,
No, all right, I'll make it simple for you. The girl's body was totally drained of blood.
Look, I don't want the media to get a hold of this. That's all I need, a bunch of newspaper men crawling up my back. Now, I can see the headlines now. Vampire killer loose in Monterey.
Tom.
What can you do for me?
I'll do the best I can, but I can't guarantee anything. You know that I have to file a report. I cannot falsify the report.
Now, you know damn well I don't want you to do anything like that. All I want kept under wraps is the condition of the corpse, not the fact that she was murdered. Look, I gotta have time to work this thing out.
Okay, I understand. I'll try and keep it under wraps for you.
Okay. That's one favor I owe you.
From the looks of that one, I'm going to have to take 2 shots aside for
Sid, now you know the only people who give shots are doctors. Tee it up.
The morning I drove down from San Francisco, the weather was foul. A curtain of cold rain fell from a gunmetal gray sky. I'd set up a meeting with Sheriff Hartley and Carmel to discuss the Ellen Court situation. I didn't expect much cooperation from him, but it was worth a try. A way to begin. When I pulled up in front of Hartley's office, the sky had begun to clear and the sun was breaking through. I hoped it was a good omen.
Mr. Norlis, at the risk of seeming inhospitable, I just don't understand why any of this would interest a man who spends his time, well, chasing ghosts.
I'm sure you find this all very amusing, Sheriff. Mrs. Court swears her husband is alive. She asked me to help her. I agreed to.
What do you want from me?
Any information that ties in with the man she shot in her husband's studio.
Shot at. It's plain she missed him. Nobody can take a shotgun charge and keep walking. Look, she saw an intruder, she went panic. He could have been anybody, some bum looking to spend the night indoors. It gets cold out here in these woods at night. Now, I'll bet you that right now your ghost has hopped a freight and is halfway to Chicago. As for information, I don't have any to give.
What about that girl who was murdered in her car the other night? What's her name? Millie Parks?
Well, what about her?
Well, I stopped in town before I came here and heard a few people talking about it.
Well, it's like they say. Read all about it in your daily newspaper.
I have.
Somebody hid in the car, strangled her, the car hit a tree. Now, that's all there is to it.
Mm-hmm. Are you sure that's all there is to it?
Mr. Norlis. Now, are you saying there's some connection between that dead girl and Mrs. Court's ghost?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking questions.
That's what I get paid for. And I'll handle it if it's all right with you, Mr. Norlis.
Sure, Sheriff. It's all right with me. Just seems that there are a lot of nervous people in town. I think they saw a lot more than they're willing to talk about.
Like I said, that's police business.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
Think maybe he's onto something?
Onto what? Now, there's a very simple explanation to this whole thing. All we've got to do is find it.
Well, I hope so, Tom. I sure hope so.
Oh.
As I headed for the Court estate along the 17-mile drive, acres of lush cypress and tall pine loomed over me. The ocean below bellowed and roared, smashing into the coastline, spilling white foam along the sand. There's no doubt this rugged peninsula country could give the French Riviera tough competition. But on this afternoon, my mind really wasn't on the scenery. I kept thinking about the girl who had been murdered the night before, trying to tie what I knew about her into the story Ellen had told me. I had a gut hunch the two were connected. How, I didn't know. I was going to have to try and find out. Hello, Mrs. Court.
I really do appreciate your coming.
It's really a beautiful place.
It was, but it isn't anymore. Not for me. I let the servants go after Jim's death, and now I'm trying to sell the estate. Would you like some coffee?
Sure. So you mean to tell me you're out here all alone?
I had Mrs. Harrison with me until today. She'd been with the family for years, so I kept her on to look after the place, but that girl's murder frightened her. She turned in her notice this morning. Said she wouldn't stay this far out of town after dark.
Well, she makes sense. I think it'd be a good idea if you went back to the town with me tonight and stayed at the inn.
Yeah, I guess maybe you're right. I didn't sleep a wink last night. Every time the house creaked, my skin crawled. Kept imagining I heard noises from the woods.
You think we could take a look at your husband's studio?
Sure, I'll get the keys.
Say the dog led you in this direction?
Yes, I practically had to run to keep up with him.
What time did he wake you up?
Just after midnight. There it is, over there. Jim loved this place. Used to be a barn before he converted it into a studio.
What the people in town tell me, your husband was something of a recluse.
Oh, I suppose that's true, but he liked being alone. After we were married, I had a studio set up in the main house, but he never used it. He'd always come out here to work. Called it his personal hideaway.
Is this from the dog?
Yes, all of it. He killed Raleigh as easily as you'd smash a fly, and he was a German Shepherd, a very powerful animal.
Now, you say you had to unlock the door to get in.
That's right.
The question is, how did he get inside? Is this the corner he came from?
Yes. He was standing right here. I'll never forget his eyes. They were horrible, wild, staring at me.
How long has it been since you've been out here?
I haven't been here since Jim died. Now you don't believe me, do you?
What do you believe?
I don't know. But I'm still confused about the ring. It must be worth a great deal of money.
Why do you say that?
Because Charles Langdon phoned me yesterday regarding the purchase of all the studio sculptures. When he mentioned the ring, I told him it wasn't for sale.
Well, what did he say?
He became quite upset. And that's when I hung up.
Now, maybe I should have a talk with Langdon. Look, while I'm in San Francisco, do me a favor. Find out all you can about that murder the other night. There's something about that girl's death they're trying to hide.
Well, then you think there's a connection between what happened to me and the Parks girl?
I don't know. That's what I want to find out. I'll call you tonight. May I be of some assistance? Yes, you might. You tell Mr. Langdon that David Norlis is here to see him. If you'll be so kind as to follow me. Mr. Langdon, a Mr. Norlis to see you.
May I help you?
David Norlis.
Oh, I know you. I enjoyed one of your books very much.
Really? Which one?
I have a terrible memory for titles. It dealt with undersea life, and I believe it was off the coast of Yugoslavia.
Yeah, The Man Below.
Yes.
I'm glad you liked it.
I did.
You're the only one who read it.
Come. May I show you something here?
No, thank you. I would like to ask you some questions regarding your association with James Raymond Court.
Oh?
You see, I'm looking into his death.
Looking into? In what capacity?
There's a private investigator working for Mrs. Court.
Well, I'd be glad to help Ellen, but, it seems a little bit on the bizarre side. There was nothing of a mysterious nature about James' death.
Well, you won't mind answering a few questions, will you?
Fire ahead.
How well did you know him?
Well, we were closely associated. You see, our gallery is the main outlet for James' work here in San Francisco for the past several years. I've placed a great number of his works with collectors, and I've arranged for a few special commissions, things of that sort.
Mm-hmm. Well, how much do you know about the occult, Mr. Langdon?
Very little, actually. Doesn't interest me at all.
That's interesting, because Mrs. Court was saying...
Could we talk upstairs?
Sure.
Please.
You see, I somehow got the impression that you were responsible for Mr. Court's fascination with the supernatural.
No, it was simply a manifestation of his disease.
You do know Madame Jekyll, don't you?
In a business sense. I frequently send people to her shop. She has excellent taste. Picks up some really splendid items from time to time.
See, I was told that he met her here in your gallery.
Yes. We had James' last exhibition. I introduced him, as a matter of fact, and frankly, I wish I hadn't. His obsession with the supernatural began with Madame Jekyll.
What about that ring he got from her? You know anything about that?
Apparently, it's from Egypt. Very ancient. Known to collectors of antique jewelry as the Osiris scarab.
Valuable.
Well, its true value is difficult to determine. The beetle, as you know, is a symbol of immortality. And there are rumors that the Osiris scarab is a life ring, capable of granting restorative powers to its wearer.
You believe that?
Hardly. Myth and nonsense.
Why do you want the ring so badly?
Apparently, Ellen told you of my interest.
Obviously.
I deal in antique art and objects, Mr. Norris. This ring is such an object. It has a fascination for those of us who are connoisseurs. So certainly I should like to own the Osiris scarab.
Well, Mrs. Court told me that you demanded to know why the ring wasn't for sale.
Well, naturally, I was disappointed, and I vented my disappointment over the telephone. It was purely an emotion of the moment.
So she didn't tell you why she wouldn't sell the ring, or where it is?
No, she did not. You know where it is?
Mm-hmm. You see, Mr. Court's will declared that the ring should be buried with him. It's now on his finger in the family crypt.
How curious. How very curious.
Agreement with Mr. Court. Now, it's no business of yours or anybody else's. I keep private business private.
Madame Jekyll, Mrs. Court thinks her husband is alive. As a matter of fact, she thinks she saw him.
In the studio?
Well, now, isn't that interesting? How did you know where she saw him?
Jim always loved being in the studio. And his presence might linger there.
Oh, come on, this was no presence. This was a real man, real enough to kill a dog and take a double shotgun blast in the chest.
Why are you telling me this? Look, this has nothing to do with me.
Well, I think it has a lot to do with you. And the ring you gave to Court. All part of a puzzle. And I thought you'd help me put the pieces together.
There's nothing I can say.
What about the studio? I think you know something about the studio, and it's linked with the ring.
Look, I'm gonna tell you something. You stay away from that place. Stay away from the whole Court estate.
Why?
It's the House of Sargoth.
Okay, but it sure is raining here.
Listen, I think I'm onto something. I saw Madame Jekyll. She wasn't too talkative, but she did make a slip in reference to James' studio. I think this whole thing ties into the studio. I'm going to be down there in about an hour. I'll pick you up at 11:30.
Well, where are we going?
Back to the studio. Now, you're familiar with it. I'm not. I wouldn't know what to look for, but I'm convinced something's there. Will you go with me?
I'll be ready.
Okay.
It's almost midnight. I was worried. I thought something might have happened to you.
Someone slowed me down. I ran into a lot of heavy traffic.
What do you expect to find at the studio?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Did you find anything out about the Parks girl?
No, only that there seemed to be something strange about the body.
Like what?
Like she had no blood. They're over here.
I hate to put you through this. I'd rather have done it alone.
No, I'm glad I can help. Anyway, I was going stir crazy waiting back at the inn.
I wish I knew what to look for.
Anything odd or abnormal? What's this?
I don't know. I've never seen it before.
I wasn't here the other day.
I know.
You sure he didn't start this just before he died?
No. This isn't his. It's not like his work. Look at the face.
And this clay.
What about it?
It's still damp. Someone's still working on this thing.
But that's impossible. How could that be?
thank you.
Okay. Miss Court, Mr. Norris, you know it's 2 o'clock in the morning. You've been drinking.
Look, I'm not going to argue with you. I saw Court. He was as close to me as you are.
Another one of your ghosts?
A ghost doesn't rip off a car door. Take a look out the window.
He did that?
He did that.
Mrs. Court, are you all right? All right, let's go. Get him around in the back there, would you? All right, listen, check this over here. We're still trying to find a body. He says he hit one and we can't find it. Look out, get it over there. It seems to me that you must have just grazed him with a fender.
I'm telling you, I hit him head on.
Hey, Frank, Tim, search the main house. Rest of you, check the studio and all the grounds. You come with me.
Where?
I'm going to see if Mr. Cord is at home to friends. Come on with us. Let's go. Someone's taken the body. Did you hear what I said? That's all there is to it. Somebody's taken the body.
Look, Hartley, what more do you need?
Now you look, Mr. Norlis. I just don't buy your zombie story. As far as I'm concerned, we got a prowler that looks like Mr. Court, who assaulted you people when you caught him doing his job. Now, for his own reasons, he removed Mr. Court's body. Now, I'm still in the dark as to why. Maybe it's to follow up the disguise.
How do you explain the abnormal strength? Do you think I pulled the door off the car?
I don't try to explain anything. If I did, I would say that you snagged the open car door on the garage in your hurry to get out. Now, look, when people panic, they do funny things.
What are you going to do about all this?
Assuming that we don't find the prowler on the grounds, and I agree that's very unlikely, then I'll have the woods searched. In the meantime, it's late, and I'm tired. I'm going to take Mrs. Cord back to town. You follow us. When you get there, you can sign a complaint. Let's give up on this wild goose chase.
Who is this?
It's David. You all right?
Oh, I suppose so. They gave me a sedative. What time is it?
It's afternoon. 2 o'clock.
Where are you?
I'm at home. I'm trying to reach Charles Langdon. Has he called you?
No. No one's called.
And that sheriff still won't believe me. Thinks we're both crazy.
Did you show him the sculpture we found?
No. I don't want anyone touching that thing until I can determine what it is, what it means. I'm having the clay analyzed right now.
Sheriff Hartley wants me to make a full statement at his office this afternoon. What should I tell him?
Tell him the truth. Just leave out the sculpture.
David, I'm still very frightened. He's out there, alive, and you and I know he's out there. Why won't the sheriff believe us? I mean, what's it going to take to make him believe us?
That night, Ellen's sister, Marcia, drove down from San Francisco. She had returned from her trip to New York earlier than expected. And unfortunately, when she tried to reach me, I was out. It was after midnight when she pulled into the deserted Court estate. And when she found no one there, she was already too tired to make the half-hour drive to Carmel. And since another storm was building, Marcia decided to seek closer lodgings. By the time she'd arrived at the Orange Grove Motel, a small off-the-road scattering of faded cabins, the storm had broken, and the rain had begun to fall.
Please let me come in. It's freezing. Please, I need
tell her we're closed.
Papa, tell her it's closed.
Now look, lady, it's like I said. Oh, please, could I come in? It's so wet out here. I'm freezing to death.
Oh, come on in.
Thank you. Oh.
It's awfully late, but I could give you cabin number 9. It's our best one. New springs and mattress in there. Just a shower, no tub bath. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine, really.
I said we're closed.
Can't turn the girl away, Mama. No harm in giving her 9.
Well, give her the key and hurry up about it and come to bed, Papa. Now.
Mama, she gets a little grouchy after midnight. I can handle her, though.
Well, I hope so. I don't want to cause you any trouble.
Oh, no trouble at all. Now, let's see. That will be $10. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Can I help you with your things?
No, thank you. I can manage.
Pleasant dreams.
What's going on in here?
No, I didn't get a good look at him. He just came wailing out, and he knocked me sideways, and he carried her off into the woods then.
I knew when she said Simmons, he was no good.
All right, now tell me what you did see. Was he tall? Was he short? Was he thin? Was he fat? What do you remember?
Tall and all wild in the eyes, and he wore dark clothes.
All right, now listen to me, Mr. Dobkins, Mrs. Dobkins, and listen very good. I'm going to take you downtown so that you can see some mugshots. Now, in the meantime, if word of what happened here gets around, this whole town's going to go into a panic. I don't want the newspapers to find out about it until I have a chance to find the girl. That means that you don't see anybody, you don't talk to anybody about what happened here. Do you understand that?
Oh, I won't say a word.
You understand that?
Oh, I do. I certainly do. Sheriff, there's just one thing I'd like to know.
Yeah?
What do I do if he comes back?
Helen, I just wanted to call and tell you I'll be late getting back there tonight. Is your sister there?
Marcia? No, I thought she was still in New York.
No, she tried to call me, got my service, and left a message. Said she was driving down late last night.
I haven't seen her.
Well, maybe she changed her mind. Thank you. If she calls again, I'll tell her where you are. Now, look, I'm at the architectural firm who originally designed your place. I found out how Court got into the studio without unlocking the door. He came up from below. These blueprints I've been looking at show some very curious construction that went on back in the 20s. Seems the people who originally owned the place built a series of underground tunnels.
Why would anybody want to build tunnels?
Well, during Prohibition, they probably stored guns and liquor. The plans also show several entrances, one of which is in the crypt. Now, I found a connection between Court and the bloodless condition of the Parks girl. I think the sculpture is being done by Court. I think he needed the girl, needed to kill her.
But why?
For the clay in the sculpture. I just got the chemical analysis back. The clay is 40% human blood. Now look, Ellen, stay put. I have a few more things to check on, and I'll be down as soon as I can. Okay?
I've got to talk to you.
Now, do you mind telling me why you have to see David Norlis?
I've got to break free. I've got to strike back at them. The powers of darkness. They've controlled me. Twisted me. And I've done their bidding. And listen, when I met your husband, the thing he most wanted in this world was that his crippled body be healed. And so, I told him about the Osiris scarab. I tried to convince him about its power over death, of a life beyond death, but that only by the use of his talent could it be purchased. And so we made a pact. After death, the ring would allow him the power to rise from his coffin to work on a figure of Sargoth. Once the sculpture's finished, it'll have a physical form in which to enter our world. And in return for bestowing life to Sargoth, Jim Court will be granted immortality. But we can stop him. That's why I came here. His powers take effect after sundown. If we can reach him by sunset, we can remove the ring from his finger.
Mr. Norlis, I have a message for you, sir.
Thank you. When did Mrs. Court leave?
15 or 20 minutes ago, I guess. She and the other lady, they left in a big hurry.
How long before it gets dark here?
About a half hour, I guess.
The entrance has got to be here someplace. Over here, I think I found it. I'll go first.
Maybe we should wait.
We don't have time. We can't wait. This way.
How do we know which one to take?
We don't. You take that tunnel and I'll take this one. What if I find his body? Then you remove the ring. Let's go.
He's over here!
I don't know why he let me go. I don't understand. But it's no use. Nothing's any use. Can you get it open?
It's been moved.
It's almost finished.
Everything but the eyes.
We can't let him come to life.
Gotta let him finish.
Let me.
It's the only thing that can stop it.
What are you doing?
Making a blood circle. According to medieval alchemy, you can enter a blood circle, but if it's on fire, you can't get out.
What's that? Hurry.
tried to explain it all to Sheriff Hartley, but he couldn't accept it. The next morning, they found the bones of a man in the ashes, the remains of James Raymond Court. And of the demon Sargoth, they found nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Sargoth. Strange name. I wonder if he was truly destroyed. Or could he be the key to David's disappearance? Well, maybe this will tell me.
Chapter 2, December 4th. It was a rainy afternoon when I received the letter.
Dr. J has changed his nickname to Dr. Chapstick.
Chapstick lip balm is serious medicine. It helps heal chapped lips and helps keep them from chapping in the first place.
Dr. J!
Dr. Chapstick to you. Chapstick has emollients to protect against the wind and cold. Even has a sunscreen. Hey, buddy, have a chapstick.
Hey, thanks, Dr. Chapstick!
Hello, my name is Crispy. How do you do? Crispy Critters cereal entirely new. It's indubitably delicious. Oh, here comes Crispy Critters, a good wholesome bunch. The low sugar cereal with lots of crunch. Yes, it's indubitably.
Indubitably.
Most Crispy Critter cereal is part of a balanced breakfast.
Hey, I hope you like the Norliss tapes. As you can tell, it does end awkwardly. It ends on a cliffhanger. It was made to be the first episode of a series that never got picked up. So it does end weird. They set up all these things that just never happen because it becomes just a one-off TV movie. So we talk about these shows that last like 8 episodes, 6 episodes, whatever. Some of these didn't even make it that far. They made 1 episode, like Steel Justice. That was supposed to be a pilot. Made a TV movie out of it. That was it. We had last week, Genesis 2. 1 episode. That was it. And then we get Norliss tapes. 1 episode. That was it. Because they all just became 1 episode series. So, there you go. Sorry, but you're a one and done. It's done. But we'll have more. We're going to do some more of these like one-off pilots after I come back from my break from working on Saturday morning serials. So, it's that time of the day. It's that time of the episode. We're going to talk about some vinyl. Today we are going to talk about some Quentin Tarantino vinyl. This is Kill Bill Volume 1 soundtrack. Boom. Not my normal cup of tea, because I'm a metal guy, synthwave, stuff like this. I dig working on this stuff because with this stuff in the background, love it. I mean, you've got Nancy Sinatra doing Bang Bang. You have, stuff by RZA, Isaac Hayes, just lots, the 5, 6, 7, 8. This is great. Quentin Tarantino knows how to put music in movies. Pulp Fiction, same way. Boom. Great soundtrack. But this is black, traditional, thick vinyl. Quentin Tarantino is all about the getting the music to fit the movie. Yet again, another black vinyl. Nothing spectacular about these, but they're good music to listen to while you're hanging out at the house or whatever. I just dig this. It's not like something I'd put on like if I'm having a party or anything. Man, if I'm just hanging out around the house, working on the computer or something like that, I will put these on all the time. So, but you can't go wrong. Quentin Tarantino loves putting really good music to scores to his movies, and I can't praise that stuff enough. So, all right. So, we're going to do the rundown again. Mondays at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, we have the Group Therapy TV podcast with interviews from people in horror, sci-fi, writers, authors, actors, actresses, special effects people, wrestlers, musicians, just you name it, I will do an interview with them. Horror host, I love doing interviews with some of these people. A lot of people love chiming in, love people being on the show because I just talk like we're having a conversation. Yes, I do ask questions, but to be honest, man, it's just having fun. So you can enjoy that. And I love you guys popping in on my shows there. Every Friday night, you're watching SciFridays right now. And I guess the gem in my crown, Saturday morning serials. Man, you guys are having a blast hanging out every Saturday morning. I love talking to you guys and hanging out. And sometimes it's bad because I don't come in right away, but I get there in the middle. And sometimes I got to leave before we're done. But man, I love hanging with you guys whenever possible. Same way with Friday nights, man. I love hanging out with you guys. It's a blast. So, I'm going to bid you all a farewell, adieu, auf Wiedersehen, adios, and I will see you guys in the morning. And so, take care. I'll see you all there. And Captain out. Bye.